Hello, my name is Matthew Eisler, and today I will be talking about the Inuit tribe. The Inuit tribe is a very interesting subculture, and today I will be mainly discussing about their traditions, their culture, and the history of the Inuit tribe. Firstly, their traditions. One tradition that they follow is storytelling. Storytelling was a way for the Inuit tribe to relieve their anger. They were a very peaceful tribe. They didn't really like anger. They just didn't really know how to handle it, and the way they handled it was by storytelling. So they would sit the younglings down, the kids of the tribe, and they would just tell stories and just get things off their chest. They just would tell stories to relieve anything that was kind of going on with someone else. They just wouldn't really want to be mad at anyone. It was very, very, very peaceful. Mythology is a very, very big part of their tradition. For example, Arnit, I'm saying that right. The Inuits believed that everything had a spirit or a soul. Anything that they would kill, anything in nature, like for example their Turngate, they thought that some spirits were by nature, unconnected to the physical bodies of an animal or a person or something like that. Dancing was also a very big part of their tradition. They would dress up in these kind of cool outfits, and they would jump around the fire. They would sing after a big hunt they had, and they got a lot of animals for the food, or they would just do it all the time and they'd just have fun. And like I said, they were a very peaceful tribe. They didn't really want all the anger, and by dancing and the storytelling, it would just make everyone laugh and smile. Secondly, I'll be talking about the history of the tribe. Firstly, I will talk about the geography of the tribe, because that's where the history starts. They're a nomadic tribe, so they travel a lot. And an Inuit tribe that they are in places that are colder, like the Arctic. For example, they're in Alaska and Canada and parts of Russia, but they are called the Yupik people. They migrate a lot, and this has been happening. They've been traced back for over 5,000 years. This is really crazy, and the history of that is just unbelievable. Like, one single tribe has been traced back to 5,000 years. Who knows how long they've truly been on this earth, surviving as the nomadic tribe, migrating and going different places. Thirdly, I will be talking about the culture of them. The Inuit tribe, they have adapted to the cold and snowy locations that they live in. They hunt for meat such as caribou, seals, walruses, even whales, and also fish. They would also be going out to the woods and finding plants that they could eat. They're a hunter-gatherer group. The way that the Inuits had to use their different methods and their different techniques from different tribes all across the world have made them last for so many years that they have been around. They developed a boat so that they could go out into sea, and they would spend weeks at a time fishing and searching for food, and they would come across the whales, the walruses, and the fish that they would bring back, and they used everything from it. They used the bones, everything. They would carve tools from the bones of the meat that they would use. They would make huts out of the bones. They would use the hide out from a caribou to make a blanket or a jacket, or a part of the hut they would sleep in. By making the boats and hunting animals in the water, it changed their religious views and spiritual views. They would now think about a spiritual God and spiritual spirits with the whales, the walruses that they would find in the ocean on these boats that they developed and made and built by their hands. The artistic part of their culture is that they would carve figurines into ivory of whales and birds and other animals that they hunted. They would make little tiny, like, not toys, but sculptures, and they make figurines. And they would have all these all around, and they would give to from one another. They would make it, give it to someone that they cared about, and would carve something, the spirit that they think they would be after they would pass away. In conclusion, the Inuit tribe is very fascinating to me, and I've always wanted to learn more about Eskimos, and this is a great way for me to learn. Thank you, and God bless.